Hey, this is Thomas for Just Another iPhone blog, and this is a look at To Do 2.0. It's a task manager for the iPhone. Now, we've reviewed To Do 2.0, well, 1.0 on the site before, but a major update was released just yesterday with a pretty complete overhaul of the interface. It's still the To Do that you hopefully loved, but it's just a lot sexier now. So you still have the calendars and whatnot right on the left side, but one big change is that all of the audio notes and pictures or whatnot that you might have attached to a task can now be seen right from the main menu. For example, my task to make a video about this update is accessible right from the main list. You can also make audio recordings with an extremely fancy little interface. Unfortunately, the software I'm using, Display Recorder on the iPhone, doesn't capture audio, so you'll just have to believe me that that works. And you can also see the notes right there. So one major change is that this Done tab was actually used to be in the place of this Nearby tab, which I believe is a new feature. I barely ever geotag my notes, so I very likely won't be using Nearby, but it is an interesting little change. Sync has also changed a little bit. It looks a lot better now, and you now have automatic backup capability for people who don't sync very often. As usual, you can still sync to Outlook on the PC, iCal or Mail on the Mac, and as well as the online syncing software Toodledoo. So one of the things I've always really liked about To Do is the quick add interface they've got. It used to be in the bottom left. You can't see where I'm tapping, but if you tap on the To Do's tab, you can now hide and show tabs. But now the button is at the top here, top right. So you tap that, and you're immediately taken to create a new task, and it brings up the keyboard automatically without you doing anything. So, hello. And you can create the task immediately by just tapping Create, or you can tap below to see all the details. You can add actions, which I almost never do, notes, turn it into checklists or projects, select your calendar easily. The due date is very nice because you can just do today or tomorrow, or tapping on custom will bring up a very handy calendar. I like this so much more than the roller that apps like Things use. I really like date pickers like this. And here's the very fancy audio recorder, which is almost overwhelming. I actually didn't know where to tap when I begun this because the top's glowing, but the record button isn't actually highlighted. But you do have to press the bottom there to start recording. And you can tap again, but it's beautiful. Adding a picture is pretty standard. You can add a URL. So basically, almost anything you could want to do with a task, you can. And now there's also a special priority field at the top. I believe you could always set priority, but now you can actually star things as well. So if I tap on that, it'll end up in a special calendar. That is not what I meant to do. Special calendar right here. And, if you're looking for the search bar, as I was for a couple of minutes when I first started playing with this app, it's actually right here now. It's beautifully hidden right in the top bar, which I think is a great idea, as long as people can find it. And as usual, if you go to the settings panel, you can see everything you could ever want to customize in this app. It's actually a little overwhelming for somebody who hasn't used this in a while, but I can imagine it should be fun to dig through all of these and really customize it. Anyway, that was a look at To Do 2.0. Thanks for watching.